Hi guys, it's Meal Prep Thursday, and tonight I'm making a recipe called high protein meatball subs. Now this recipe is actually from the Muscle and Strength website, but I'm going to show you how to make it in the air fryer because the original recipe has you make it inside of your oven at 400 degrees. You can cook it in your oven if you wish, but I'm all about using the air fryer because it doesn't heat up my kitchen and it's easy to clean up, and I just find it quicker than using the oven. So the first thing that I have is my meat here. So this is a combination of 93% lean ground beef and lean ground turkey. So you can go ahead and use all ground turkey if you want for a lower fat content. My son really prefers ground beef over ground turkey, so at least the ground beef kind of helps with the flavoring. And the original recipe only makes one serving, I believe. That's not practical for me when I'm making anything to make just one serving. It's kind of pointless when you're meal prepping. So I'm actually going to be making 4 servings. So to make 4 servings, you actually need a total of 2 pounds. So I have 1 pound of the ground beef and 1 pound of the ground turkey. So let's get this started. Okay, so I apologize if in the background you hear the air fryer going, but let's be real, I'm cooking the rest of my meatballs. My air fryer is very small, and my son and I have yet to eat dinner. So let's get this finished up here. So I'm just going to show you really quickly my favorite marinara sauce. So this one is MOZZARELLA. I think that's how you say the brand name. And I like all the flavors. There's a sweet tomato basil one that's really good, but since this recipe was just asking for a marinara sauce, that's what I just picked up, was the marinara, and it can be quite expensive. I think it's like $5 a jar, but what I like about it is the macros. It's very macro friendly, but the serving size is for ½ a cup, and actually for this recipe we're only using 1/4 of a cup, so really not bad macros. The cheese I'm going to use, again, is my favorite, the Trader Joe's. This is the light shredded mozzarella, and again, the macros are really good on this one. It's 45 calories for 1 ounce serving, and it's 3 grams of fat and 3 grams of carbs, 5 grams of protein, and we are actually going to use 1 ounce per serving. If your macros will allow it, like mine, I can have carbs. So I'm going to use these Hawaiian hot dog buns. Sprouts makes these. I'm sure there are the original Hawaiian brand. I don't know the name of it. I forget the one, the orange wrapper one. I'm sure that one also makes hot dog buns that are Hawaiian. I just like the Hawaiian ones because there's a little bit of sweetness. For one bun, it's 160 calories. Let me hold it up there really quick, but I'll tell you just in case you can't read it. So it's 160 calories for one, 3.5 grams of fat, 27 grams of carbs, and 5 grams of protein. There is 1 gram of fiber, but so these are my favorite to use for this recipe. Okay, so don't hate on me, but I took a bite, official bite, as you can see, and the camera was not recording. So let's try that again. Pretend it's my first bite. Okay, oh my gosh, stupid camera. Anyhow. I definitely give this a 5-star rating. Even though I've made this recipe before, and that's the reason why I chose to make this recipe again, because I really wanted to see how quick it would take me to make it in the air fryer. But I'm really surprised at the flavor that is inside of these meatballs, because as you saw, there's no salt or pepper in it. But the Italian seasoning really does give it a lot of flavor, the onion as well. It's very delicious. Like I said, if you want to make it a leaner meatball sandwich, then you could either make it all out of ground turkey, or maybe half ground turkey and half ground chicken breast. You could also, well, it'd be hard to nix the cheese, but sometimes people like to use the fat-free cheese. You could use the fat-free cheeses, but I really just like the light one here. So I ended up making 15 meatballs, and like I said, this was supposed to be for 4 servings for, at least for me, I was making 4 servings, and it came out to 15 meatballs. So I'm just saying that a serving for me is going to be 4 meatballs. It's very delicious. I'm ready to dig in and have some more. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this recipe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Unpredictable, so original. You are never backing down, backing down, backing down.